Everybody put your hands in the air.
Hey there, everyone. This is John once again, and this part of my life, I'd like to share some healthcare tips about caring for your blind eyes. Yes, you heard it right. Blind eyes still needs tender, loving care. So stay tuned and watch, listen, and be reminded, be aware. Let's go. Okay, first up, caring for the eyes, our blind eyes. Okay, so listen now, all of you blind and vision impaired of the world. Okay, so of course, even though we are sightless, alright, we still need to take care of our eyes. Alright? Because there are some people, we can't really change their thoughts, but hopefully through this, they may think otherwise. Okay? Some of us, some of us vision impaired people, blind people, we think less of taking care of our eyes, because what's the use, right? I mean, we're already blind. I mean, we can't see good. All right, we have problems with our sight, but that's a false thought. Okay,
this is wrong.
That's not what we should think. Okay, the anatomy of our eyes particularly have blood vessels. All right, these blood vessels are directly connected to the brain.
Correct.
Okay, and there are a lot of viruses that enters into the eyes. You know, there are because there's a part of the eyes, our eyes, the squishy part, you know, the eyeballs. They say eyeballs. It's a gel-like form, you know, a gel-like organ. So imagine a ping pong ball, right? And then imagine that ping pong ball is soft like a jello. Okay, so around that ping pong ball, there are muscles and of course the blood vessels, the veins, and they're very little, you know, very small veins around the eyes, around our eyes, and they're directly connected to the brain. Okay. So
Okay.
this is how we take care with our blind eyes. Okay. So first up, every waking hour, every time we wake up, and before we go to sleep, we must, okay, we must wash our face. Okay? Regular soap and water. Of course, we should gently rub soap in our eyes, you know, the surroundings of our eyes, the eyelids, the nose bridge. I mean, around it. You just need, and of course, the eyebrow area, eyebrows. You have to rub gently with soap and then rinse it with water. Okay. So why do we need that? Because, like I said, there are viruses or bacteria that comes from our sweat, from the air, from like a droplet from other people, like the coronavirus, the COVID-19, right? This virus is spread through droplets. So uh, if somebody coughs or sneezes in your direction, and of course we are blind, we do not see where the direction of the sneeze came from, and uh, it landed near our eyes. Doesn't matter if it's in the eyelids or the eyelashes, as long as it's near the eye, the inside of the eye, that virus or bacteria can still infect us.
Oh
Okay?
no!
And I've said earlier that our eyes still have blood vessels. When the viruses or bacteria enters our eyes and then gets contact with the blood vessels, and the blood vessels, of course, are the roads or the streets where blood flow. Okay, so when these viruses and bacteria gets there, and it will spread eventually throughout our body, because blood vessels, small blood vessels will go to medium blood vessels, and then to large blood vessels, into the heart, to the lungs, to the brain, everywhere. So that's the thing. That's why we need to take care of our blind eyes. Right? So washing thoroughly, washing regularly, and washing gently of our blind eyes is really, really important. Okay, very, very important. So you must religiously do this. All right, so that's our first method or first step of first reminder to being or taking care of our eyes, blind eyes. All right. Okay, the next thing, the next reminder I would like to share, caring for our blind eyes. It is necessary for us to wear sunglasses.
Yeah!
Now in our pandemic period, face shields. Okay? So, well, it's a bit of a drag when, we have to wear our sunglasses, the shades, and then the face shield, and of course the face mask. Well, these are important tools, equipment. These are protective equipment.
That is correct.
For our blind eyes, well, there are, especially when we go out, okay? There are times when, or there are some of the blind and vision impaired that doesn't want to wear sunglasses because, they want to pave away from the stigma or the stereotype thinking of stereotype thoughts from different people, from the sighted people. They want to show that even though we are blind or vision impaired, we don't need to wear sunglasses to announce that we are blind. Well, that's a cool thing, okay? But again, taking care of our blind eyes is should be an important part of our self as well.
Hoorah!
Because we are not exempted from the ultraviolet rays, the harmful rays from the sun. All right.
Correct.
So even though we cannot see mean the rays, the harmful rays from the sun can still penetrate and get into our eyes. Like I said earlier, our eyes contains very small blood vessels that uh, when harmful things come in contact with these blood vessels, it can absorb those rays, those viruses, bacteria, any microorganisms, any microbes, and then eventually it will get into our system, our bodies.
Oh
So it's an important thing to wear sunglasses, all right, especially when going out. Okay, so you know, we must always think of our health. Okay, even if we do have blind or vision impaired eyes, we must think of the best way to take care of our self. Okay, because blind or not, our eyes are still part of our body. Alright? So that will be the second way I want to share. Alright? Okay, next up, well, one of the tips, or one of the healthcare tips I want to stress out here is that we all need to have a good night's sleep. Blind or not, everybody, every human being needs a good night's sleep. Alright, so
Correct.
with our blind eyes, there are different conditions. Some cannot, close their eyelids. Okay, so a way to do that is to put a medical tape, called micropore tape. You can buy that in any medical shops, healthcare shops. Yes, you just place it on your eyelids, and then it will close your eyes if you have that condition. And you can also use the blinders, those giveaways, or giveaways during flight, if you're a passenger. So you could buy that, and you could use those things to help you protect your eyes during sleep.
That is correct.
If you have conditions like you cannot shut your eyelids, okay, so then if you have sleeping disorders, it will cause a lot of bad things for your eyes, like your eyes will get itchy, well, no, your eyes will get red. For blind people, we cannot see that, but people around you will notice it, especially if you have like mine. My eyes are still intact. The thing with my blindness is caused by a severed or a cut optic nerve. So my eyeballs are still intact, everything's there. So if my eyes gets red, people around me will notice it. So if you have if your eyeballs are still intact, people around you will see that. Okay, but for those who have conditions like prematurity, blindness through prematurity, the eyeballs are absent, well, still you get there's still nerves in there. There are muscles in there, um, within your eye socket area, and you still have uh, some feelings of, itchiness, irritation, if you have sleeping disorders. Alright? So, about those who have artificial eyes, well, there are special cares for that.
Really?
They are being being reminded by ophthalmologists or neurologists or specialists how to take care of your artificial eyes. Bottom line, uh, everybody should have a special care and a better sleeping pattern.
Hoorah!
Because it will not bring back our eyesight, but still, it will provide, a healthy eyes or a healthy living for our, parts of our body. You know what I mean? So, it is important for us to have a good sleeping habit. All right, if you feel you have symptoms, your sleeping pattern is disarrayed or erratic, it is best to consult your sleep doctors, neurologists, if it's something psychological, because there are sometimes depression, anxiety can cause erratic or sleep problems, sleeping disorders. So you might want to get in touch with your specialist, the nearest specialist. Well, neurologist and a psychiatrist are um, the specialists that you need to go to if you have if you feel you have symptoms of sleeping disorder. All right. So next up is another tip, healthcare tip.
Hooray!
Okay. So this will be the last healthcare tip that I can share about providing tender loving care with our blind eyes. Okay, so this will be the best, probably the best tip I can give.
Yeah!
Alright, so I can share now is visit your doctors regularly. Most specifically your eye doctors, for the totally blind, be your ophthalmologist. For the low visions, the partially sighted, probably an optometrist and also an ophthalmologist. There's a difference. Ophthalmology is ophthalmologists are like they specialize with the totality of the eyes, everything about the eyes, while optometry or optometrist, they're particular with the your sight, your vision. I mean the how low is your eyesight. They are the masters of the what do you call the Snellen chart. When they test your sight, they make you read some letters You know, big letters then get smaller and smaller. So that's the Snellen chart. Okay, so
Okay.
those are the eye doctors we need to visit regularly. Okay, they are our best friends for our eyes, blind or not. Okay, so they can provide us with the best healthcare tips. You know, the best ways to take care of our blind eyes, our vision impaired eyes. You know, all the things we need, they can give us. They can, the ophthalmologist, they can write us prescription if we need to take some medication because of some condition they saw or see during your checkup. They can also provide the best vitamins, you know, or supplements, eye supplements that our eyes will be still needing, even though it's already vision impaired or already totally blind, you know. Yep. My eye doctor always gives me, you know, an eye supplement because especially for the nerves of my eyes. Although the optic nerves are already absent or has been cut already because of the incident that happened to me. I got shot in the head and the bullet cut my optic nerves, making me totally blind. Even though the optic nerves are already out, I still have nerves and muscles. So I still need, my doctor still prescribe me some eye supplements, okay, to make those nerves strong. Okay, the remaining nerves in my eye strong. Hoorah! They are still connected with the brain, so yep. We still need to take care of our blind eyes with the help of our eye doctors. Alright, so that's the final stop for this healthcare tips. Providing tender, loving care with your blind eyes and vision impaired eyes. Alright, so please consider these tips. Okay, it will, like I've said, it will not bring back our sight. It will not improve, or maybe the low vision or partially sighted, their visions will still be improved somehow, or yep, will provide a lot of improvements by taking care of your remaining sight. And that's why it is best to give a tender, loving care for our eyes. Right? For the totally blind like me, yep, it may not bring back our sight, but still it will help us live a very, very healthy life. Okay? So thank you and God bless. Be safe, be healthy, and be wise. Bye.